Nowhere to go, and now the ball's out. Maybe some early game jitters showing there, and very fortunate to retain possession on the opening kickoff. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Think about when Garrett Ncaa goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Ncaa.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's loose. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Finds a man on the left. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. The corners are walked up tight. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. On the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Keeps it on the draw. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Kelly. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Spins away from the defender. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Denson. He's going up top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires on the move. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks, it's Brown. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Defense in press coverage. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Setting up the screen. Lowers those pets. Touchdown! grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Kelly. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. His drive will open from the 15. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Denson. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Running it to the right. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. After run, now throw. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. It's a running room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Denson. Bringing the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we can name.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone, but no, the officials are saying he was out of bounds, and the quarterback might want to rethink taking a chance like that. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. Lets it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Here's the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down. He came up a little short. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the 1st time tonight.
Runs out of bounds.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Davidson. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Turning it on. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be his 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. A little screen to the running back. There he goes! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got him downfield. At the 35, he's got room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
He'll bring it out. It's Kelly. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Smashes through the tackle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10 coming up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Got his man downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark it him out of bounds at the 46. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spin it to those guys, let them go make plays.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Floating away. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, LSU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over the Rebels. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will... There he goes! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Wants to go up top. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He hurls one deep down the left side. and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. That's reeled in. It's Davidson. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Sets up the screen. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. LSU right back to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab right down the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on second down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kelly. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll go to the toss. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
He'll bring it out. It's Kelly. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quick strike complete. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away, nowhere to go.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he added the extra point.
35, Clemson, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy didn't know that. That's a huge loss, and now they're right back to the line of scrimmage trying to go fast.
Fires it incomplete. The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Trying play action. Keeps the play. And a sack. All the way back at the 5. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
That's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to intercept it deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Quickly complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Here comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, LSU.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on 3rd down. The snap sets up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Durham. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
LSU 42, Clemson 20.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the tailback. Got a little space. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Clemson jumps to the line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They've got the screen set up. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Fires to the tight end. And the defense drags him down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
Hauls it in the 1st down and more. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fires into the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Time to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Backs against the wall, and they'll let it fly again. Makes the grab on the right. Wide open spaces. The 20. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Yes, Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning on the Jets. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. To the air, it's Klubnik. Got his man. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Tiger. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
LSU 49, Clemson 27.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it downfield. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it when they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
56, Clemson 27.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Completes it in the middle. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting.
He's got it along the sideline. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They're dealing with a second and long. To throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll get him down after a solid return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Out of bounds.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Right on target this time. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy that...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
63, Clemson, 27.
He'll bring it out. It's Kelly. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So they've put themselves in position to run out the clock and win this game if they can just execute here, Jesse.
Yeah, you can't get lazy or lackadaisical either on offense here. Your sense of urgency has to be high. You've got to execute plays and force the opponent here to use their timeouts, Dave.
Execute easy plays. Run the football, make them use their last 2 timeouts, and then you don't have anything else to worry about in this football game.
Unleashes to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
That makes the score LSU 70, Clemson 27.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
Good enough for a first down.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Stands in and takes the hit. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth.